Alright, it's been a minute since we had one of those. Welcome back to the channel, guys, and we are doing a video centered solely on the Focus today. And I mean, hearing that start, it's been a minute since then. What is going on with my hair? It's been a minute since I've done a cold start or anything like that for you guys. It's been a minute since you guys have probably even heard about the Focus. So this video is gonna just be like updating you guys on how it's doing, what's been going on, what's happened in the last bit of, like, however long it's been since I've talked about that car. We're gonna just do all that. We're gonna go through everything here today, and we're actually gonna also go for a little drive and give it a wash because it needs it bad. You guys are gonna see it needs it bad. Alright, we're gonna start off with the wash, and as you guys see, this thing is disgusting. The back wheels bad, everything. This whole car looks horrible. We're gonna get it cleaned up though. This thing is dirty, guys. Oh my goodness. It needed this wash so bad. Before any of you guys give me any kind of mess on using a brush on the paint, I mean, this car is nowhere near a perfect example of a car. First off, even when I first got it, the paint was already bad. This car was actually a rental car before I bought it, and it showed interior and exterior. And honestly, the paint was already bad, and it's not like it matters. The paint's bad. It's worse now. Scratches, clear coat fading. So honestly, guys, it's fine. It's not gonna hurt nothing. So my GoPro died. I think it wouldn't turn back on. I think it either died or I think it might have overheated. Actually, I'm not too sure. But I couldn't record the driving portion of this video for you guys, but it's fine. We're gonna go ahead and get into what the main topic of this video is, and talking about just what we've got going with the Focus and what's been happening with it, anything that I may have coming for it, yaka yaka. Alright, and what better way to start with, well, we're gonna start the car and you're gonna see the first thing that we need to do. Alright, so alright, so you see right there, hill, start assist, and I just need to change my oil. Don't worry about that. So, as you see, we are parked, okay? And if you notice, I have an automatic car, okay? So with my park on, I don't need a parking brake on, right? But, as you see, this parking brake light is on. My parking brake is not up. It is down. It is in its down position. This is in its up position. Obviously the light stays on, but the parking brake is not on. Now it's not engaged, okay? So the car, for some reason, thinks the power brake, the e-brake is up. Next, you see we have an ABS and a traction control light. So if you noticed, whenever we started the car and we saw that hill start assist, so that issue actually started like 2 years ago. I'm not gonna lie to you. It started like 2 years ago. And what that caused was my speedometer stopped working. Like, that's where this all started. My speedometer stopped showing how fast I was going. Even on the digital display, it didn't show the speed. Now, ultimately, that's not a huge issue. The tach still worked. Like, I can't rev it too much, but you see, the tach works, okay? But this doesn't. All my other gauges are good. The digital speed doesn't work. And as you see right here, I have dashes where my mileage would be. That is a recent thing that happened along with that brake light. The brake light was not always on. At first, the issue was just these two lights. And in combination with those two lights, my power steering is, I don't think it works, because the car is hard to turn at low speeds. Once I get going, it's fine. You know, it's all right. It drives fairly normal. But like I say, at low speeds and in the parking lot, it's pretty hard to turn. And you know, it's obviously that means the power steering is probably not working right. Now, what I initially thought this issue was, because this has happened 2 or 3 times now, I've replaced my wheel speed sensor twice, and both times it temporarily got rid of those lights, but they came back. And that's what it says. And whenever I Google the issue and everything, and whenever I've done my other research and asked people, even at dealerships, they say it sounds like a speed sensor. But my speed sensor keeps going out no matter if I replace it. Now, I haven't bought a official Ford speed sensor yet. I might need to just do that, but they're kind of expensive. But ultimately, it doesn't stop the car from performing or driving in any kind of way. It drives the exact same. So, I mean, I've just been driving it without knowing how fast exactly I'm going. I just go with the flow of traffic and hope that they're not speeding. Now, the mileage and the e-brake issue, that recently started just randomly like a month or 2 ago. I really don't know what that's about. It just kind of, it happened one day and that's just what it is now. I'm not too sure on what that is. I haven't really looked too much into it because, again, it hasn't affected anything. It just, only thing it does is not show my mileage, and it has the e-brake light up. And also, since the car does not count, it's seeming like it's not counting my mileage, or it's not showing it for whatever reason, the notification I would get when my gas is low, I don't get that anymore because the car isn't keeping track of any kind of mileage. Which, that's not a big deal because my gas gauge works and everything, and like, I normally get gas every week anyways. But again, that's just what has been going on with that. I don't know why that recent issue has came. I'm not too sure what that's about. As far as stuff like that goes, any kind of like weird electric issues or anything like that, that seems to be the only thing I've got. Everything else is working fine. The radio, the other gauges, my AC, all my other components and systems and stuff work fine. So I'm not too sure what is going on with the wheel speed sensors and this whole thing with the e-brake. I don't know what that is, but eventually I'm gonna look into that and get it figured out. Okay, so next we're gonna talk about just kind of what issues the car has right now, because the car does have a few issues. For one, there is, I believe, I need to replace all of my arms, my suspension arms and stuff anyway. This car is probably hit 140,000 miles at this point. So it needs to have its suspension replaced. I actually want to replace my coilovers as well. I want to get some that are just a little softer sprung. These are like 11K, which I don't know why I bought that. That's crazy. These are extremely rough. And just for daily, it's not the most comfortable thing, right? And like it's fine ultimately, because I don't go that far for work or anything, and the places I usually go and drive aren't terrible. Like the roads here are bad, so you can't really avoid that, but they're not like, the worst undrivable things, you know what I mean? So as far as that goes, I want to get my suspension arms and all of my and my coilovers replaced, because like I say, I just want the car to ride a little comfier and a little more compliant. And along with that, I actually think one of my suspension arms in the rear passenger might be stripped or something, because whenever I've tried to get the car aligned in the past, all three of my wheels align fine, front two fine, rear driver is fine, but once you get to the rear passenger, for some reason, whenever they're turning the adjustment, nothing's happening. So that corner is not aligned. The rest of the car is, but that corner isn't, and I can feel that. You know what I mean? The car pulls, obviously, and I can also just feel that it's not. It's just not it's not in spec with these other three. Now, again, it's an issue, but it's not something that is just like making the car undrivable. I've tried to fix it. I think what I just need to do is replace the arms and everything as a whole. I just need to get everything underneath the car and just replace it all. And I want to do that, but the problem is I have to drive this car to work. Now, the ideal thing would be, I could just drive the S13 and have this car be down. But right now the S13 doesn't drive, and it's not seeming like that's going to happen for at least another couple months. So I've been really trying. That's part of the reason why I'm really trying to get the S13 running, because I need to give this car a break, so that way I can actually get some work done on it and fix it and get it back running good, because I want to keep this car for a little longer. I don't want to get rid of it really. It's been fine. I have had one major issue with the car, and it was down for about 6 months at one point. The transmission actually just the clutch just took a shit, and it didn't work anymore, and the car it actually got stuck. The pressure plate got stuck forward, so the car couldn't crank. So because the crank was trying to spin the flywheel and stuff, but it couldn't catch it because it was already pressed up. So the car wouldn't start. So I had to pull the trans and take it to a shop, and they had to replace the clutch and all that, and the pressure and the plates and whatever, because it's a dual clutch transmission. So they had to replace both of them. And apparently these dual clutches in this car are horrible. And when I bought this car, obviously I didn't I really didn't know much about the workings of it. I didn't do too much looking into the issues and whatnot I had, because at the time I really just needed a car. And I also didn't plan on making YouTube videos and stuff like that at first when I had this car. And you know, and also at the time, this is what I could afford as well. I was making a lot less money at the time. I was working at a pizza place and I was still 18. So I'm 26 now. So that shows, like, I mean, I've had this car almost 10 years now. So, you know, it's whatever, right? But, yeah, this car needs some work, and I can't do the work in a day. It's something that car needs to be down. I need to get it up off the ground, get underneath, replace everything, figure out what's going on with all these sensors and whatnot. And, you know, that's going to take a little, at least, like, you know, assuming everything goes perfectly, I get all the correct parts and everything, it's going to take a few days, right? But, again, I got to drive this car to work, so I can't afford to have it down for a few days. That's where the S13 would usually come in. So I'm trying to hurry up and get that done. Now, as far as anything else with this car, I actually do kind of want to refresh this car, really. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I'm not tired of the look, but I just feel like it could use a change up in some way. You know, like maybe I could, I wanted to originally get like skirts and a lip and stuff, and like maybe I could go through with that, but then like, I don't know, I think I'm kind of over the, like, I think I'm past the hot boy stage of this car, you know, and I think I want to tone it down actually a little bit. I'm not too sure. Cause I really like how it looks. It looks really cool. It's good. And it looks great when it's clean. It looks great. But like, I don't know. It's just, it's a young person's car, and I am getting older. That's all. And part of the issue would be resolved once I get the new coilovers and fix the arms and everything and make it a little more comfortable to drive. It'll be great. I'm gonna probably like have to raise the rear like a ½ inch so that I can get it even with the front, because it's actually raked a little bit because my front doesn't adjust far enough to get it matching to the rear, which I've always hated about it, but like whatever. It got the job done, so I was like, whatever, man. But obviously with these new coilovers, it will be level all the way around. I don't know if I want to change my wheel setup, but like if I did, I don't know what I would go with, because I don't want to go with 1552s. That's what every single Focus that has aftermarket wheels on it has. I feel like I got a unique thing with the ESRs, with the Meister reps, you know. I could maybe try getting some actual Meisters, but I don't think they make Meisters in the lug pattern of the Focus. You know, that's a Japanese wheel, and I don't think there's a available lug pattern that would work on here. I'd have to get some stupid shit. I'd have to get like an adapter or change my hub or some weird shit. You know, I'm not trying to do all that. So, I don't know. Like I say, I really don't know in terms of wheels with this car. The options are not that great, if we're really being honest here. They're really not that great, and I don't want to buy another set of like ESRs or something. You know, like if I'm gonna do that, I'd rather just keep these wheels and like refinish them or something, you know. And that's the problem. There's just no really good wheel options really available for this thing, and the only thing that is available is 1552s or some sort of equivalent to ESR or something like that that makes some sort of rep wheel. Which there's nothing wrong with that, but I don't want that anymore. I'm thinking maybe going simple and just even going with an RPF 1. That's how crazy it's gotten. Because, like, I don't know. So let me know what you guys think. Should I just keep these wheels? Maybe switch up the color, maybe? Like, maybe go all polished? That'd be pretty sick. Have a full polished wheel instead of the white with the polished lip. Full polished, that'd be kind of cool. I could do bronze maybe. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. And until I figure something out, you know, we're gonna keep rocking the OG look because it does still look good. Other than the transmission though, the car really has not given me any issues. It's been great. It's been pretty reliable for the most part. Like it's really never left me stranded, other than like a few times I've ran out of gas, which is my fault. So like, you know, the car, it's serving me well, and I really can't be mad at anything it's done for me. And even the issues that it has right now are not issues that are like detrimental to it. So like, it's holding me down. I really can't be mad at it. But the only issue it's been had is that transmission issue, which, like, say these DCTs, that is a known issue. Like literally there was a recall for these transmissions because they did what happened to mine. So like, again, maybe not even the car's fault. That's the transmission. Like, I don't know. Like, you know, the car's been good, so it's like I don't feel right getting rid of it, and I don't want to get rid of it because, for one, I don't want to pay a car note at the moment. It's nice not having a car note. I finally got this thing paid off like 2 years ago. It's nice not having a car payment, you know? So, like, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, though, because I could use some outside opinion on this thing, because especially when it comes to the appearance of it, I need to know what you guys think. Should I just keep it? Should I change it up? Should I not change it up too much, but just kind of like enhance what I've got right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, and hopefully you guys understand why there has not been too many videos with the Focus, just because it's not something that needs to be recorded. It's my car. I drive it to and from work, and it's been reliable. It's been getting me to and from. Nothing more I can say there. It's doing its job. But with that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Again, let me know what you guys think I should do with this car. And if you guys did not watch my previous video on the S13, it's a similar video to this, but just on the S13, about kind of what's been going on with that car. So if you guys haven't seen that, go check that out. It's my last video I uploaded, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.